Jake Majors from Texas.
Texas.
6'3", 315 pounds, 23 years old from Prosper, Texas. If that doesn't sound like a gold mining town, I don't know what does. I'm just picturing like some old guy in a hat going, I found nuggets. I found nuggets here.
Look what I found on my strain. Let's go.
I'm rich.
My conder full of gold.
Now, we talked about before about starting experience at the center position. This is probably one of the more experienced centers in this draft. Started 4 of the last 5 years here, 58 games in total, including 16 games in 24. He's a 72.7 PFF grade he got this past year. Really good run blocker. And he also gets close to his blocking assignments. If you watch him, that's one that's interesting I saw. Now, we talked before about the whole not overextending your arms, because you want to do that short burst pops at that point to push him back. That's one thing, and I should say specify that's pass protection, obviously not run blocking. Run blocking, you're just trying to run with them basically. But he's like practically standing on people's toes when he's blocking them, and I love that. When you get that kind of thing, just pop, pop, pop. You're doing that pass protection really well at that point. So that's good. He's got that good form like that. Again, when you've been a guy who's been a starter for the last 4 years, these are things you develop. And that's why I say with some of these younger kids that only have a year starting at center, with the last 2 we mentioned, the room for growth is there. He does also have a very high IQ as far as pass blocking. He seems to see stunts coming and stuff like that when you watch the way he moves around and kind of helps direct people. The downfalls of him, he's not very strong. He also has trouble getting the first contact at times, I've noticed. And that's something I don't like, especially in the NFL, because if you get a big old guy, and not there's a lot of Dexter Lawrences out there, but you get a big old defensive tackle to get his hands on you first, you're going to be in trouble.
So you're about to get manhandled.
Yeah, you want to be, you want to be the first one to get that contact because you control the game from then on out then. So it's something I didn't like. And he's also had trouble holding blocks. If you got a deep gain down the field you're trying to get at that point there, you might need to give him some help. You might need to keep a running back in there. You might need to say, hey, guard needs to pop off here and help him out over here after a couple of seconds, that kind of scenario. Not the best trait, that's for sure, especially in a very pass-heavy offense like most NFL teams are. I do think he'll be a day 3 pick. I think he'll start off as a backup center in this league. I'm not sure if he's ever going to be a starter. I really don't. I think that's probably where his role is just a backup center in this league. And all he has played is center. And that's one thing I always find interesting in these scenarios, because to me, versatility is a key thing for you when you're a day 3 offensive lineman. You can't be on one spot. That's not to say he won't try other spots in the NFL, but all he's been is a center his whole career at Texas. So we'll see what happens there. But like I said, day 3 pick, backup center.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.